Women don't give a fuck about a man's happiness, bro. The world don't give a
Because
fuck
men
about a
live
man's
longer
happiness.
when women are in their lives. There are more benefits
The
for men to get married than
brother,
there are women than there are for women.
what benefit is a man getting married? Okay, tell me
Men
what
live
benefit?
longer. Now, there's a statistic that shows men's health is way better when they are married versus when they are single. The statistic shows that single, unmarried black women are the women in general are happiest. Forget black women, women single and unmarried are happier than women that are married. Men get in relationships and they have a habit, not all men, but there are some men that get the ones that are probably getting divorced. There's a big debate going around. There's a woman that has 3 jobs, her man has none. He won't even watch their children. Like, and there are more men like that don't want to work. Women are not divorcing men. They're acting like men and doing what they need to do. Women are divorcing men they should not have married.
Hey,
All right,
Ham, can
so
you tell me the numbers? Can you tell me the numbers of divorces between women and men? Who's breaking up the family structure, women and men?
I literally just told you, women divorce men the most.
Because the women divorce men because they're not happy. The only time that the
Exactly.
relationship is
That means
the
men are
only
not
time that a relationship is in jeopardy is when the woman is not happy.
but the point that should be made, the point that should be made is that marriage isn't about happiness. First of
That's
all,
what I'm trying to say.
He's trying to say.
if you are getting married and the determining factors if your marriage is going to work is based off happiness, you shouldn't get married. Marriage is a lifelong decision with your partnership. So what Chi-Town is trying to say is that when men aren't happy in a marriage, they don't just leave because they aren't being happy or feeling fulfilled. He's saying that women are quicker to leave a marriage, which is messing up the family structure.
And it's not because they're happy. One of the number one reasons is because of income. That's one of the most number one reasons.
But you just
But
said
I'm
up here, you
that's
said
what
that.
for marriage. And what men like to take away from women all the time is choice. I would like to get married, and happiness is not the only factor, but it is. I don't want to be with anybody that makes me feel like I want to kill myself every day. I'm not happy. I don't want to come home to him.
Hey, Ham, so look.
Hold on, Chi-Town, 1 second. Jim, restate the point that you were addressing.
That happiness shouldn't be the determining factor of if a woman, or even a large portion of if a woman leaves, and that's what Sha was trying to say, or
No,
that
I told you it's not. Income is the main reasons, not happiness. Income.
I know what the
Damn,
main
so you'll
reason.
leave your nigga because the income?
No,
I didn't say that.
y'all gotta learn. Y'all gotta learn how to do this. So, Ari, the reason why it's problematic is because you switched it to income. Once Jim Uel was saying happiness isn't a good reason to leave, right? Because you were saying they're leaving men they shouldn't have married because they're unhappy, and then the income came after he was addressing that point. So in terms of
not happy.
No, I got you, but you're combining them, right? So specifically on what you said before you mentioned the income, do you agree that happiness and love, things of that nature, are fluid in a 30-year marriage, right? But if your purpose is there,
you're not happy that whole time. I'm very
no,
aware
I know.
of that.
Listen to what I said. Listen to what I said. I said, do you agree?
A relationship, it doesn't.
I said, do you agree that those things are fluid? Happiness, even like love, falling in and out of it over a 30-year course of being with a person. You agree that those things are fluid, right? Right. So then that's why Jim was saying purpose matters more, and you shouldn't leave because you're unhappy. You agree with that sentiment?
And I cleared it up and said income, but I'm saying for me and my choice, I don't want to be with someone I'm not happy. I know I'm not going to be happy all the time, but if there's a long period of time, 5 years, I'm not happy, maybe I need to reevaluate this, especially if we have no children together, our assets are not growing. Maybe I need to try this with someone else because maybe we're just not compatible.
So I think you're looking for a business partner then.
I'm not. Literally just said happiness shouldn't be something. I said happiness is
a business, nothing that deals with happiness have to do with a business partner. You said after 5 years, if our assets aren't growing, that's business.
And I said I'm not happy and our assets are not growing.
Okay, so and what I'm telling you is that's a business partner. When you decide to marry someone, marriage is a covenant that is only broken by death or infidelity. When
So
you
what
marry
what's going
someone,
on in your
oh,
marriage?
let me talk. When you marry someone, you make a vow to them and to God that it's till death do us part. You don't say if I'm not happy for 5 years, I'm gonna leave you, and you don't say if my bank account don't grow, I'm gonna leave you. With that being said, those are not logical reasons to get divorced. So when you try to say if I'm not happy for this amount of time, I want to be happy, don't get married if you're afraid for being happy for a disproportionate amount of time. It may happen. It might be times where y'all fall on hard times. He gets sick and you have to carry the bills and you're not happy. You might have to work 2 jobs, but that's some shit you signed up for when you said for better or for worse. So if you're not ready for all those things that come, those are aspects of life that some of them are uncontrollable, then don't get married.
Hey Jeff.
I never said that's not what I'm. No, that's not what I was looking for.
Hey
Because
Jeff.
just because my man is sick doesn't mean I'm going to be unhappy. I'm not. No, I'm saying in a sense. That's why I asked you, what do you think a marriage? What do you think happens in a marriage? Are you just going to be in a marriage where, especially if we're talking in a sense, Black people want to get ahead in other aspects, and we see married couples, they tend to have more going on for themselves. So in a sense, if I'm married and my husband, we're not bringing in any money. We don't have kids, so we're not contributing to the population. Our kids aren't doing anything, and on top of that, we're both unhappy with each other. Maybe I need to go on to someone else, and then I see a growth. That's what I'm saying. I'm not going to be in a marriage that's stagnant, that's not doing anything, that's never done anything for me.
Hey Jeff, remember what you said last week about how you if you get married, how you want your marriage to be?
Yeah.
Now remember what you were saying last week about that? Now you see what I mean? I told this exactly why men are choosing to focus on their own shit and grow on their own. And then if somebody come along, good. If don't, then shit, fuck it. I'm cool. Motherfuckers cool with being single, bro. Because if I got to deal with a woman because she gonna marry me, and then she feel like because she's unhappy and the income ain't straight, she gonna leave. What the fuck is the point of getting married?
And all right, you shaking your head, but that's how the message was perceived when you talked about you not being happy and then your income not growing as two determining factors on whether you're going to leave. That's how it's perceived to us. But then you say that you kind of moved the goalposts a little bit, because at first we were talking about happiness and then you talked about income. And I'm well aware that income is one of the main reasons that people get divorced. I'm not debating that. I'm just saying that those are two things that shouldn't be even in the equation, because that's not what marriage is about. Now, if you marry the right person, those won't be a problem. But if you don't, you fucked up. You fucked up, bro.
I'm saying I should stay with that person just for the sake to be married.
I mean, that's what you signed up for.
But
you seen who they were.
Trust me, I understand all of that. But in the sense of we're talking about Black communities growing and thriving, so we can have better seats at the table instead of being at the bottom of certain things, then people need to look and be like, I don't need to be with this person. And yes, I said I'm taking my time to do what I need to do so that I can choose better and I can make myself a better candidate for marriage. But I'm saying if I was in a position to get married right now and all of those things happen and I didn't, and I'm saying income, if you look up a lot of the reasons people are depressed, people are sad, it is because of lack of resources and funds. But anyways, but in another sense, I said if it's not thriving, nothing is coming out of this marriage but just the sake to say we are married, I don't need to be in that.
Yeah, we missing each other. So I'm gonna read these chats. We're gonna give our final 2 cents, man. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend and tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. Devin with the $2 says he's saying these hoes wilding on the slick. HQ with the $2 says the most successful marriages is Black women and white men. Marcus Evans with the $2 says Black women are the most unprotected. Maurice Clark with the $2 says no such thing as toxic masculinity. Passport Bro with the $2 says men ain't flying into America to marry Black women. Sorry. Marcus Evans with the $2 says there's no such thing as emotional intelligence. Shaking my head. RBN with the $10 says hint, we are watching a live case study in our failures. I'm referring to both their understanding and views. This is our product of our generation choices. Yeah. Oh, damn. Like that. East side with a 20 ball. He said, okay. And enough's enough. Ari has to watch from the back. DJ Ham. No, he doesn't kick nobody off today. RBN with the $5 says, and Ari, I have the numbers. Black women, even with a degree, don't out earn black men on the same level. Hamp, I just emailed you the updated graph. Yeah. Yeah, no, that the enrollments. Well, we can break it down, but the TJ with the $10 says The Island with Bear Grylls season 2 (parentheses) they split the men and women, and the women nearly died several times because of the lack of survival skills. Y'all won't make it alone. Romello was popping with the $5 says someone buy Jim a new grill, cooking all night. Marcus Evans with the $2 says white men are violent too. Mike Brown with the $10 says, Ari, do you think your view of men may be jaded with seeing these men leave and women having to step up, etc.? Have you seen a good man? Big Bad Bull with the $5 says, a world without women would be like prison. Y'all be coming up with these scenarios just to combat a point without thinking it through. Snuggles with the $2 says, do black women see white men as God or their own men? RBN with the
white man.
RBN with the $5 says, Ari, stop saying that black women are on the rise. You are not. Your numbers are flat. I just sent him the info to that. Trigger Mike with the $5 says, Chi-Town, the realest dude up here. Keep it up, young man. You must have zero tolerance for the bullshit. They are delusional. Sydney Minty with the $5 says, Ari, you're wrong. Black men got the stat for being the most involved fathers despite the narrative. Big Bad Bull with the $5 says, Ari got to pick a side. She implied other races of men are winning and black men suck. But then she said other men are beating and deleting their women. Q Dub with the $5 says, DV rate is higher women to women. Black women to man, black women to kids, and then black man to women. James Williams with the $10 says, Chi-Town Jim Jeff is really fighting for the future. Y'all grown and all that, but you are it. This is no game, even though it's entertaining. One love. These men are fighting for you. Salute. T.O. with the $5 says, how do you know men are beating their wives at a high rate in third world countries? James with the $5 says, the sisterhood got the society living in fear. You're attacking Chi-Town and now feel like and now I feel like I have to step in too. Keep sharpening the tools, young man. Trigger Mike with the $10 says, ladies, respectfully, you can't live without men. You can't work, but you don't want to work to support yourself for a lifetime. After you have kids, your priorities will change and you'll need us then. Sydney with the $2 says, let Jim talk. How's my tone? Can you hear me now? Dayton Pro Rose with the $2 says, can't help it. You men are too slow to leave marriage first. T.O. with the $10 says, shit so backwards nowadays. Women are supposed to know how to act when coming around men and are supposed to acquiesce to a man's presence, femininity. Then men treat them accordingly. James Williams with the $2 says, your character makes better seats, not the money. Billy Goat Gruff with the $5 says, proud to young black men logically holding it down. Real women wear their natural hair, young ladies. Jayla, young brother tried of you admiring yourself in phone. Shout out to Torrent, just pop in. That good show. Salute, my G. T.O. with the $2 says, call Gordon Ramsay because Jim is cooking. Jim with the $5 says, trying to shame a woman to stay in a miserable marriage is so 1975. We in 2024, these women aren't going. Big Bad Bull with the $5. I seriously thought there was hope for the youngins. Turns out they dealing with the same bullshit gender war perspectives. Oof. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend and tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can, friend. And we out.